Hey, folks. Let's just say we're back, right? I like that. We're back. Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. There you go. And that's the phone number. You can reach the show right there. That's the email. You can email us at, and there's all the ways to follow us on social media. Don't stand up in a room and make a statement if you don't want the media to report on it. Don't do it. So right now in North Georgia, we will get to the impeachment trials, tribulations, whatever they are, the books, the saga, all the publications that will be coming out in the future. Historians are writing first time for everything. But before we get to all that, we have so many elections to cover in North Georgia. We have Gilmer County Post 2 Commissioner, special election. We'll work on that one tomorrow. We'll get right in there, dive into it. We have trying to replace Dallas Miller, Post 2 Commissioner that resigned. We have Chair Commissioner and Post 1, which we haven't had any. I don't have a whole lot of rumors other than Johnny Searcy in Fannin County, Post 1 in Fannin County. Sources say that Earl Johnson will not be running for re-election in Fannin County for Post 1, and Johnny Searcy will be running for that seat. So that's the police chief of Blue Ridge. Now, none of this has been confirmed. Okay, I haven't confirmed this. Just saying, there's a lot of talk. And then here in Gilmer, Post 2, Dallas Commissioner, Miller resigned, Al Smith, Jason Biggs, Hubert Parker, a lot of candidates there, so we'll talk about that. Blue Ridge City Council, sources say for the special election, Mike Painter is going to run. Another source said Angelina Powell was going to run again, so I don't know. We'll check it out. It's going on everywhere, right? Now, up in Towns County, Georgia, and this is one you want to go look at. Go to fetchyournews.com, Towns County. And last Friday, they have a thing up there called Movers and Shakers, all right? And it's every Friday morning. It's a little breakfast up there, 30, 40 people sometimes get together, maybe less, have different speakers. Well, right now, Sheriff Chris Clinton, running for re-election, addressed Movers and Shakers last week. There's been a lot of talk, and I do say a lot of talk in Towns County, that Sheriff Chris Clinton, which has a band, and a lot of argument up there that he puts more time into his band and where he's playing on Friday and Saturday nights than being the sheriff. Now, that's stuff you can go read for yourself, not anything I'm making up. But Sheriff Chris Clinton accusations have been that he has been to rehab for drug addiction. Now that's an accusation, okay? Now, it's just been rumored and an accusation, but his father stood up in the middle of the room Friday to address those allegations that his son, Chris Clinton, has been to rehab recently over drug addiction. Now, I'm just saying that's an allegation, but his dad stood up and addressed it. So if you don't want to get the conversation going, shut the hell up. But now the conversation's wide out there. Did Chris Clinton go to rehab, the sheriff of Towns County? Did he? For drug addiction? I don't know. But the dad put it out there on his own. He said, I want to answer some rumors that are going around. So you can read that story on fetchyournews.com. fetchyournews.com, Towns County. Also, we got, whistleblower. It's not a whistleblower. He's not a whistleblower, okay? Now, America, let me get, all right, you can't tell me, all right, now, let me get this out of the way, okay? Let me get it out of the way, get it over with, because we have a lot to do today. You cannot tell me that when you hear whistleblower, you don't think number 82. You can't tell me that anytime you hear whistleblower, just say it. Just saying, number 82. I don't know how bad that is, but impeachment, whistleblower, really? Sorry, get it off the screen. Wow, get that off the screen. That was bad. In fact, Lonnie, I would have refused to do that one. I would say, I don't think that's right. But you went with it, so anyhow. Now, here are the three Jews. What a Monday, man. Do you not believe in the deep state now? Right? Do you not believe in the deep state now? Let me ask you a question. I mean, come on, let's get real for a minute, okay? We will go through all of the bylines and everything like that. You're hearing, and we'll put it out there in a minute, you're hearing, in fear for the he/she's life, the leaker, one of the White House spies, deep state spies, is concerned about their safety, so the federal government's going to make sure they're safe. Do you not wish that the federal government would have kindly kept an eye on this guy a little closer, number 21? Do you not wish in a federal facility that the guards would have kept a little closer eye on this guy right here? I mean, we have a phone call with the Ukrainian president, okay? Donald Trump is the guy selling him these Stinger missiles. What are these, the planes, Vipers, whatever they are. Obama wouldn't sell them. We think maybe we should look at some corruption in the world. Donald Trump. This guy right here. Do you not think they should have kept a little closer eye on this guy right here, Epstein? I don't know. How about number 22? This pedophile, there's Prince Andrew, okay? Don't make him short and fat. That would be me. Don't try to put them always in the window. I mean, they're not that short. Look at Epstein. Looks like 4'2". I like it. It's kind of funny. But anyhow, hey, I'm serious. Don't you think that real rape of young women with these pieces of garbage like Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew and Democrats like George Mitchell and what's his name out there in New Mexico, don't you wish there would have been a little more effort of these pieces of garbage that raped these women as of 23? A fake created rape? The Democrats and the deep state faked and created a coup attempt with Russian collusion, delusion. It fell apart. They wanted to stop Brett Kavanaugh, and he is not Epstein. So they created a fake rape. Now, to me, this could, at no time do I think women want anyone, especially a woman that has truly been raped. When I say truly been raped, don't take that the wrong way. A woman that's been raped, okay, at no time wants to hear a woman create a fake rape because if a woman's been raped, they want to be heard, okay? But Dianne Feinstein and the pieces of garbage Democrats did not have any problem whatsoever creating a total fake, several rapes, according to them, of this Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh. They created that. They created the Russian delusion, collusion, conspiracy that you and I know. You know, Friday we were listening. Let's go back to number 21. We had a fake rape created, days trying to do everything to bring down Kavanaugh, tie it to Donald J. Trump. This guy right here, the only thing that was ever brought out in the media that actually was reported was he was once friends with Donald J. Trump. It's like Joe Biden. You have 28. Now, I'm serious. The reason I'm drawing the parallels is the deep state media has 28, I think it's 28 times on the manifest, right, where Bill Clinton was on the Lolita Express, right? I mean, they have all this evidence on this guy. And what do? They don't protect the guy. They don't keep the guy alive. He commits suicide, allegedly, which I don't believe he committed suicide. I believe he was killed myself. But that being said, he allegedly commits suicide, and Bill Clinton's been cleared. Basically cleared. The media can't find anything that would cause them to say that Bill Clinton did anything wrong with this person. Now fast forward to Biden and his son, Hunter. They can't find anything wrong. Anything wrong with anything Joe Biden's son did with Burisma and Ukraine for $50,000 a month. Nothing wrong. It's all Donald Trump and a phone call. Now let me show you something here, and then I'm going to take a brief break, okay? I want to show you the opening of all of the morning shows. I do not watch CNN, but this is the opening of all of the morning shows Sunday morning, okay? Number one, this is some of the cuts. Breaking news, Geneva aided by, Giuliani aided by DeGeneva and Tosing. Is that her name? Tosing? Whatever. Okay? Number two, I love the little Jew. I love this little Jew. He was on yesterday morning. Will the Trump administration comply? That's Stephen Miller out of the White House. Okay, number three. Why was $331 million in aid to Ukraine held up? Number four. Now, they spent all morning yesterday running interference and covering for Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. Lysenko, whatever his name is, former prosecuting general of Ukraine. Now, my understanding, this is the guy, okay? This is the guy that Zelensky, the new president, fired. I understand the new president, Zelensky, fired him. Now, I also understand this is the prosecutor that Biden put in place when he fired the other one. When Biden made the claim, hey, you will fire him. I'm going to be on a plane in 6 hours. Or, I'm going to withhold $1 billion in loan guarantees. Well, to get rid of the other guy, this is the guy they put in place. And what does he do? He exonerates Biden and Hunter Biden, says, hey, we can't find any wrongdoing. But this guy was fired by Zelensky. I'm just going through the morning shows right now. Number 5, impeachment inquiry. Yes, Adam Schiff is mentally ill. He's mentally ill. Impeachment inquiry, Adam Schiff is on there. Number 6. Now, the president has major leaks in the White House. Oh, okay. All right. The White House has had major leaks inside the White House. So they have gone through and tried to put extra levels of security in the White House to keep from the deep state media, the deep state leaking things to the deep state media, like James Comey and Brennan and Clapper and those people. Okay? So the President of the United States and the White House staff have done everything they can to try to secure and stop the leaks coming out of the White House. Because every president of the United States, Obama, whether you liked him or not, Bush, no matter who, has to be able to have private conversations, whether you like it or not, with foreign leaders. So supposedly they have a secure server that they're putting the transcripts of these phone calls into, to keep Brennan and Clapper and Comey and all of the deep state inside the White House and spies from getting it to the New York Times and Washington Post. That's just the bottom line. So, number 6 there, look at here. Are we able to get that back up? Or are you still working on it? Okay. He said that picture corrupted. So there it is. Okay. So there's President Trump, President Putin conversations this year. May 3rd, phone call. All right. You remember the meeting with Putin and President Trump, where only the translators were present and the media wants a copy of the translator's notes? July 31st, a phone call. Folks, they want, in the subpoena impeachment inquiry, they want the transcript of Putin and Trump's phone calls, okay? They want anything that was in that server because they couldn't get into it. Now, you notice the president had no problem at all just reaching right into the server that they claim is so secretive and putting it right out there to the American people. Here's what was said, okay? All right, transparency. But, not to just be redundant, we all know that the spies within the White House have been so bad, they have no choice but to lock away and secure, okay, these conversations. All right? The media wants them out. They're tired of not being able to get to the bottom of the leaks. They're tired of not getting these leaks to put on the front page of the Washington Post and the New York Times. They want the phone calls out. They will not stop. You will see May 3rd, July 31st, the transcript from the interpreter in the room with the meeting with Putin. Remember that. Go all the way back to that. This is what they want. They won't stop. Number 7, Chuck Todd is breaking down the Ukraine connection. All right. Here's Michael McFaul. All right. Number 8. Okay. He is helping run interference. He is helping Joe Biden and the Democrats in the impeach. He is former U.S. ambassador to Russia. For who? Obama, right? All right, number 9. The officials named in whistleblower complaint, meaning the leak. Vice President Pence, Attorney General Barr, Secretary of State Pompeo, former Mayor Giuliani, U.S. Attorney Durham, because we're waiting for U.S. Attorney Durham's investigation, right? Ambassador Sondland, Special Rep Volker, Volker resigned as of Friday, and Ambassador Yovanovitch, okay, to Ukraine, that was recalled. Now, Giuliani, this is the way ABC opened up, number 10. Whistleblower complaint, this is the way they opened up. Number 11, one-on-one with Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani. You know, I said this the other day. They could talk about Giuliani as far as MSNBC, they could all make fun of Rudy Giuliani, okay? Every one of them. This guy was a top cop of New York, Attorney General, right? Was he not Attorney General, District Attorney to the Southern District of New York or whatever? This guy knows how to do an investigation, all right? I mean, I love the way the media has just erased his past. He knew how to go head to head. He has right now the biggest mob family, okay, talking about mob family convictions in history. This guy right here, he went after them. There was a hit on Giuliani by the family, okay? Cosa Nostra, right? Nostra or whatever. There was a hit put out on Giuliani. This guy went after the hardest and toughest criminals in the United States of America. This guy had clearance, all kinds of clearance at this time. Second, he was mayor of New York City. Now, when you're mayor of New York City, you have to be kept up on all kinds. The police, FBI, everybody's in your city in New York City. You have to meet all the clearances possible in New York City. You have to be aware of any terrorist threats. You have to be aware of anything that's about to happen in New York City. So as mayor, you have an enormous, whether you like it or not, de Blasio has an enormous amount of clearances. Mayor Giuliani has an enormous amount of clearances. Now, this guy's also mayor of New York City when 9/11 hits. Do you not think that this guy had to be brought in and briefed on everything and anything after 9/11 on terrorist threats? Now, all of a sudden, he's treated as though he's a dumb lawyer. He's treated as though he does not understand how to do an investigation. He does not know how to read an affidavit. I'm just telling you, don't make too much fun of Rudy Giuliani. Now, there's a reason I say this, okay? If you make too much fun of him, watch. Why do you think he blistered Biden and Hunter Biden? Blistered them yesterday on the talk shows. Why do you think with George Stephanopoulos why do you think Biden's campaign is approaching networks right now and saying, hey, don't put this guy on TV anymore? Number 12, face the nation. The president, I would like you to do us a favor, though. Oh, man, do us a favor. All right, now, Face the Nation is the first yesterday that I was able to see do this, number 13. Now they got polling, ready to go. Impeach inquiry into the President Trump. This is a CBS News poll. 55 approve, 45 disapprove. Number 14, the polling is out. And those that approve, 23% are Democrats, Republicans, 87%, Democrats, 49%, Independents, and on the other side, 77% Republicans. Face the nation. Number 15, yesterday morning. President Trump deserves to be impeached over Ukraine. 42% say he deserves it. 36% does not deserve it. Too soon to say by 22%. Face the nation. I'm just going through yesterday's main shows and what they were trying to do yesterday. Number 16, Face the Nation. Lindsey Graham on there saying, hey, Margaret Brennan, hey, can I get a word in edgewise? Can I talk here? This is zero. This is hearsay. Zero. Face the Nation. Giuliani was on there yesterday. Number 17. All right, there you go. Number 17, Face the Nation. Number 18, this is the guy that is exonerating Biden and his son, Yuri Lutsenko, whatever, former prosecutor of the Ukraine from 2016 to 2019. He is actually the prosecutor that was put in place after Biden requested the other prosecutor, which that is number 19, Victor Shokin, okay, which Giuliani was showing affidavits yesterday concerning Shokin. Victor Shokin, former prosecutor general of the UK 2015 to 2016. He is the one they fired. This is the guy, Yuri Lutsenko, number 18. Lutsenko? I think you're right. There's no Z, right? But for some reason, all Russian and Ukrainian names, I want a Z in there somewhere. Okay. Tell me what you think that is one more time. Lutsenko, right? Okay, I agree with you. All right, Yuri Lutsenko, all right? You know who fired him? Zelensky, the president, the new president. So anyhow, number 20, Hunter Biden. Now, if you had the chance, because you have to get ready to tell your neighbor and have them tell their neighbor, because we got a lot of work in front of us. Hunter Biden, son of Joe Biden, disgraced, kicked out of the military for his cocaine, got a 50, look up Burisma Holdings, okay? The Ukrainian oligarch, one of the most corrupt men in the world, okay? Ukrainian oligarch, Hunter Biden is on the board, all right? Look up Rosemont Capital. Now, the Chinese, as Rush would call them, the Chi-Coms, the Chinese are waiting for the possibility of Biden to become president, because if you will read the book that Peter Schweitzer has out here, you will find out is it 1.5 billion in loans to Rosemont Capital, or operating capital to Rosemont, from the Bank of China. They got to pay back a favor the Bidens do to the Chinese. So don't think just Ukraine. And let me get this, and we'll go a little further here. Just a second. I want to show you two more pictures. All right. Get to polling again. This is number 44. Fox put this up this morning, number 44. ABC, CBS spent the entire show, and I watched it, the entire show, ABC and CBS, to impeachment. CNN, I guess, is Jake Tapper, 52.5 minutes of the show. NBC, 51 minutes of the show. And Fox, Chris Wallace, 40 minutes. That's how much time on all four networks was dedicated in lying to the American people that President Donald Trump has done something wrong, when the truth is the deep state, okay, just like Giuliani said, hey, I'll tell you what, Stephen Miller said, hey, I've been in there for 3 years. I can tell the difference between a whistleblower and a deep state operative. It was a deep state operative, okay, a spy inside the White House. So here's the bottom line, okay? Right there. They spent all morning lying to the American people. Absolutely lying to the American people about what Donald Trump did. Paul Manafort is in prison. Look at the case brought against Paul Manafort in the Ukraine. Just look. Hang tight. I'll get right back with you. Number 61. He said it yesterday on the show. Stephen Miller, whistleblower, is a deep state operative. He is. If you don't believe in the deep state now, you never will be. Nancy Pelosi says it's about patriotism. I want to show you one other. I had one here. I'll get it after the break, because we're going to probably dedicate this show. Well, how come you didn't see her on all the morning shows? Number 77. Financial Times, Elizabeth Warren will be the winner from Trump impeachment. How come you didn't see her on any of the morning shows? Why not? Now, she has made some comments, but they're very small comments. Where's Elizabeth Warren, just sitting back and letting Trump take Biden out for her? You know, Friday they said one Republican had cracked. Remember Friday? They said already one Republican had cracked and come out in favor of what? In favor of impeachment, right? Can we not find just one Democrat that'll tell the truth? Just one. Just one Democrat that will come out and tell the truth of what really happened here. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back after these messages.